Abora boy, this is a little Fakula day of Idinka Ifa Temple. We want to welcome you to our Ifa Temple service, our Ile Ijuba. Thank you once again for joining us. Yeah, let us begin with prayer and supplication to Olodumare. All right, let's begin. Olodumare, Mojuba Lorun, Mojuba Leda, Mojuba Lorumare, Mojuba Boborumale, Mojuba Boe Male, Mojuba Boe Kuntembili, Solorumare, Mojuba Business, Mother Lucio Business, Mojuba Dice, Mojuba Basement, Mojuba Finning, Mojuba Crooked in his Watkins, Mojuba Dalia, Mojuba Zion, Mojuba Naga, Mojuba Katahum, Mojuba Katawakis, Mojuba Janita, Mojuba Katie Valley, Mojuba Skidali, what about James Elvis? What about the Nation of One Bill Mill, no block of Dennis? Agostino Mill, Mojo Babo Boy, and Billy, so little Mare. If I pay homage to all of my ancestors, I pay homage to my parents, Catherine, Oma, Lucille, and my father, Robert, and Kathy. Pay homage to Baba Ifa Shalak Bade Popola. Pay homage to Babalawo Irawo Ifa. Pay homage to Babalao Bola Jose Rodriguez. Ifa, we call on you today with the Holy Odu. Ogundameji. Ifa says, Amoni Amola. Bọ̀tọ̀nla mọ́ yeye rẹ̀ yóò sún wọn la ọmọ. Bí a fún ọ̀rẹ́lá ìfàyọ́ra tààbọ̀ mọ́ rẹ̀ bígun ègémọ̀. Wọ́n ní kò ṣàkálẹ̀ bọ̀ ní ṣiṣẹ́ ọbẹ̀ bọ́ rúbọ ìfà rátàbọ̀ mi ibi pọ̀ lọ́dẹ̀ o. Ẹ̀wẹ̀ ọ̀rí ní rátàbọ̀ rí ìfà rátàbọ̀ mi ibi pọ̀ lọ́dẹ̀ o. Ẹ ti pọ̀ ńlá ní rátàbọ̀lẹ̀ ìfà rátàbọ̀ mi ibi pọ̀ lọ́dẹ̀ o. Máa bí ẹ bàbá mọ̀ àràtàbọ̀ mú rẹ̀ ìfà rátàbọ̀ mi ibi pọ̀ lọ́dẹ̀ o. Ọmọ ńlá ní rátàbọ̀ yàrin lọ́dọ̀ ìfà rátàbọ̀ mi lọ ibi pọ̀ lọ́dẹ̀ o. Ifá o. Ogundameji. We are sure today, we are sure of tomorrow, whether it is 2 days, their siblings will be favorable or not, is what we are not sure of. These Ifa's declarations to Orunmila when Ifa planned to provide protective shade for all of his children. He was advised to offer elbow. He complied. Ifa, please protect us, for there is too much evil around. When a hen hatches its eggs, it provides protection for its chicks. Ifa, please protect us, for there is too much evil around. A big body of water protects the sand underneath. Ifa, protect us, for there is too much evil around. Ifa will please move my ego out of the way so that we can hear a word from you. Ima kamimeni ama, ima kamimeni ano, ima kamimeni adelokun. Tamole tori Ifa lonimi, bora timpani mimbanami tifale lejo ashe. Oshe aruela, oshe tora akakanika, ala kashapa jakulo kumpun fere fowole, akakanika le peifa, ala kakanika le ape odu, ala pashapa jakulo la pishoraro kumpun fere fowole, ape jamlo kunsande, oba alubo gani, shorar volote do, shito, tani other people to the stuff of coming in is not big enough to this head. I don't know if this head I would have taken home and on my head with it. Easy fast decorations to our la. We're going on a spiritual mission to Ejebula. We're going to look at Vincent Family on Sunset Make-A-Wish on Osharua Zakarawo, Asheo. Àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi ò àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi pópó tí mo bá màmá wí o ìrúmọlẹ̀ ó bà Ifá ó gbà ó àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi àṣẹ ò bí mo dúró tí mo súre tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí mo súre Bímọ kúnlẹ̀, bímọ súre, bímọ jọ̀kọ́, tímọ súre, ìrètí mọ̀ṣù orí ti bọ́. Orí ẹni làrúrẹ ìyẹni ọ̀, orí ẹni làrúrẹ ìyẹni, mojúlómi fáwa mọ́rí, orí ẹni làrúrẹ ìyẹni. Àṣọ gbogbo ẹja ọ̀sùn, Ifá ọba ọlọ́run, àdìbàjájú, Ifá ọba ọlọ́run, ó ṣe àrú ìlà Ifá ti bọ́. Oh Lord Almighty and the divinities, we thank you for life, we thank you for health, we thank you for food, clothing, shelter. We thank you for all the things that you have given us. We ask that you will continue to ward off all death, ward off all sickness, ward off cases, controversies, ward off fight, litigation, losses, and our advice and bring forth to us long life, wealth, the spouse, the children, longevity, prosperity, victory over adversity, peace of mind, joy, healing, success, and seven-figure income. Ashe, Ifa, we ask that you would support us in manifesting our destiny today and living a life that is truly a blessing and a reward. Aboru, Aboye, Aboshishe, Boto. Good morning. Once again, this is Oluo Fakolade of Idinka Ifa Temple, Ekaro, Ekabo. We thank you and we welcome you for coming to join us on our Ile Ijuba Ifa Temple service. We do this every Sunday without fail. We give you new verses, new and interesting Ifa stories. So come and join us. So today is no different. Let's get into it. Your destiny may not be under attack. Your routine may simply be unqualified for the life that you are asking for. What do I mean? Everybody wants a powerful, incredible destiny. Everybody wants Ire. Everybody wants prosperity. Everybody wants peace. Everyone wants elevation. But here's the question that no one wants to answer. What'd you do this morning? What did you do this morning? Because the life you keep praying for has requirements. And sometimes we keep calling something spiritual warfare when it's really poor discipline. Stop blaming your enemies for what your habits are doing to you. Some things don't require another dafa. They require another routine. What if the destiny that you are praying for is being sabotaged by the person in the mirror? Not your enemy, not your ex, not your family, not witchcraft, not somebody jealous of you, but you. What if your destiny is being sabotaged by your sleep habits, your spending habits, your eating habits, your relationship habits, your study habits, your temper, your procrastination, your inconsistency, your inability to finish what you thought or what you start, or your thoughts or your affirmations? You. The point I want to make is destiny is built in the ordinary. Greatness looks extraordinary when you finally see it, but it was usually built through ordinary activities that happen when nobody's watching. A person doesn't suddenly become disciplined. A person doesn't suddenly become great. They practice discipline to get there. You don't suddenly become wise. You practice making better decisions. A person does not suddenly develop good character. They practiced good character when compromising would have been easier. And a babalawo does not suddenly become knowledgeable. He studies when no one's watching. Sometimes it takes 7 years to be an overnight success. When we think about it, let's think about this. Persistence. You must keep moving even when the journey is hard. Let us look at the Odu Ifa or Wonushe. Ifa says, a giant crab is it that walks haphazardly on the top of the bridge. These were Ifa's messages for Sapodire when going on Ifa mission to Hausa land. He was advised to offer Ebo. He complied. Sapodire, please don't trek back to your hometown. And Awo cannot be this knowledgeable for him to be trekking about. Sapodere, please don't trek back to your land. What is Ifa saying in Owonishe? Ifa says there was a babalawo named Sapodere, and he was super knowledgeable. He was super prominent. He was great in his knowledge and understanding of Ifa, but he did not have money. He didn't have transportation. He didn't have a horse. When he received the assignment to go to Hausa land to speak Ifa, he walked there. This matters. He did not say, I am too knowledgeable of a babalawo to walk. He didn't wait until his circumstances matched his calling. He went with what he had. When he arrived, he proved himself through his work. The people came to recognize Sapodere as a great and excellent, knowledgeable Babalawo. He improved the conditions of everyone's life through what he did. Then when it came time for him to go back home, the same people whose lives he benefited, they came together and pooled their money and bought him a horse. He walked into the assignment and he rode home from the assignment. Regardless of how difficult the circumstances become, faith, perseverance, hope, and prayer can transfer and transform suffering into satisfaction, pain into pleasure, and despair into comfort. What's Ifa saying? Ifa is telling you, don't wait for the horse to start walking. Sapodere had the knowledge, but he didn't have the transformation, or the transportation. He had the calling, but he did not have the money. He had the assignment, but he didn't have comfort, but he went anyway. Sometimes the thing you're waiting to receive will be waiting for you at the end of the journey that you refuse to begin. Sapodere walked there and rode home. Don't despise the season where your destiny makes you to walk. I want you to type in the chat. He walked there and he rode home. Why? All because he was consistent. When we look at that consistency, let us look at this next point. Discipline. Mastery is built before people recognize you. In the Odu Ifa Erosumeji, Ifa says, gently, Aere, the farmhouse. You are the only one in the farmhouse. Abba the barn exercises no fear in the wilderness. It is the day when rain falls is experienced, or when rainfall is experienced, that the farmhouse will have companions. These we find decorations to Egbe, the child of Agbaniregun, when coming from Orun to Aye, he was advised to offer Ebo. He complied. What is Ifa saying? The business I will do to succeed is Ifa. Ifa continues to say this and repeats that in that verse. But what is Ifa saying? Before coming to earth, Egbe Opae consulted Ifa on his future. He asked, will I be successful? Will I prosper? Will I obtain ire in life? He was told that his chosen career from Olodumare was to be a Babalawo, and that if he followed the path, he would become extremely successful. So he complied with the Ebo. Egbe Ope began learning Ifa as a toddler, not when he was 20 years old, not after receiving a title, not when people started paying attention to him. He started studying as a baby. By age 20, he was already well versed in Ifa. When Orunmila told him it was time to stand independently, he was already an accomplished Babalawo and widely respected for his competence. His success flowed through the reputation created by his mastery. What is Ifa saying? People see the reputation, but they don't see the repetition. Everybody saw Egbe at age 20. But Ifa tells us he started studying as a baby. People saw the accomplished Babalawo. They didn't see the child learning. They saw his reputation, but they didn't see his repetition. Your public success is often the receipt from private discipline. What's built up is often built down. Mastery is what happens when ordinary practice survives long enough to become an extraordinary ability. His destiny said, Babalawo. But destiny did not eliminate study. His destiny required study. Knowing your destiny does not excuse you from developing the skills required to fulfill it. Let's look at this point. Consistency. Some blessings respond to the rhythm of repetition and consistency. Oshe Meji says, Oshe wo. It breaks into pieces. Orun wo. It cracks into tiny fragments. It is not the practice to paint dry palm fronds with camwood. These were Ifa's declarations for Oshanla Oshere Magbo Obatala when going to have the hand of Ojuse as wife. He was advised to offer Ebo, and he complied. Obanla, the great Oba, I hereby offer my Oshe kola nuts today. Today is Ojuse. Now, what is this Ifa saying? The story says Obatala wanted a wife who would complement his efforts and would help him fulfill the mandate of Olodumare given to him. He had many other relationships, but they had not produced what he needed. Ojose was also searching for a husband who would support her and give her proper value. Both continued searching until they found each other. Obatala consulted Ifa. He was told that Ojose was right for him, but there was an instruction attached. He was to choose one of the religious days associated with Ojose and regularly break kola nuts in her honor. In other words, pay homage consistently to his spouse. Not once, not when there was trouble, not only when he needed something, but regularly. Ifa says that Ojose required no great big act, no big fanfare. Maintaining this regular observance was enough. That was adequate to assist her, to give her the energy to support Obatala in his endeavors. So Obatala did it. Every Ojose, he would break kola nuts in her honor. Ifa says that this rhythm with Ire brought Ire into their home. Wealth came, joy came, accomplishment came, success came, victory came, peace of mind and good health came. And with Obatala having presence of mind to accomplish his mission on earth, great things were assured as long as the Oshe days were observed regularly. What's the point? Some blessings don't need intensity. Some blessings need consistency. Obatala wasn't told to do something big and grandiose every week. He was told to do something regularly. Your problem may not be that you don't know what to do. Your problem may be that you don't do what you know on a consistent basis. Prayer is powerful, but do you pray consistently? Studying Ifa is powerful, but do you study consistently? Exercise is good, but do you exercise consistently? Saving money is good, but do you save consistently? Communication strengthens relationships, but do you communicate consistently? Anybody can be powerful for one day. The question is, can you develop a rhythm to become consistent? One powerful prayer is an event. Regular prayer becomes a life. One workout is a good event, but regular workouts and movements become a health regimen. One good decision is an event, but repeated good decisions become character. What you repeat eventually becomes who you are. All right, let's get into the main points and summarize. Your routine is a prophecy. Before we know where someone is going, look at where they repeatedly or what they repeatedly do. Don't show me your dream. Show me your calendar. Don't tell me what you want. Show me what you repeatedly practice. Don't tell me who you intend to become. Show me what you do every day. You want healing? What do you eat every day? You want money? What do you spend your money on? What that routine is important. Your routine is the ebo, and it is the sacrifice that you make every day for the person that you want to become. Ebo is sacrifice, and your destiny will require daily sacrifices. Sometimes the sacrifice is getting up when you want to go to sleep. Sometimes the sacrifice is studying when you'd rather doom scroll on your phone. Sometimes the sacrifice is controlling your mouth when your anger wants to speak. Sometimes the sacrifice is saving what you want to spend. Don't confuse these things with the prescribed ebo from a dafa, but understand the principle. Becoming the person you want to become costs something. Number two, you cannot ask your Ori for one life and train yourself for another. What do I mean? A person says, my Ori is taking me somewhere great. Ashe, great. Then why are you training yourself to live small? You can't ask your Ori for leadership while practicing irresponsibility. You can't ask your Ori for prosperity while practicing financial chaos. You can't ask your Ori for wisdom while refusing correction. You can't ask your Ori to become a master while refusing to study. You can't ask your Ori for longevity while neglecting yourself. Your mouth can't say yes to destiny while your habits say no. When we think of this, ebo cannot become an excuse for bad habits or bad behavior. Ebo is not a get out of jail free card. We believe in ebo. We offer ebo. Ifa prescribes ebo, but sacrifice is not permission to continue behaving irresponsibly. If you make ebo for opportunity and then don't answer the phone, if you make ebo for business and you don't follow up with customers, if you make ebo for marriage and you refuse to work on your character, if you make ebo for knowledge but you never study, what exactly are you expecting ebo to replace? Ebo opens the door. Your habits determine what happens after you walk through it. Don't ask sacrifice to do the work that discipline was supposed to do. This is important. Your ordinary days are your real life. People are waiting for the big breakthrough, the promotion, the initiation, the marriage, the viral video, the money to just come pouring in, the opportunity. But most of life isn't lived in breakthroughs. Life is lived on Mondays and Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Everybody wants an extraordinary destiny, yet almost nobody respects an ordinary old Tuesday because Tuesday doesn't feel important. Nobody applauds Tuesday. Nobody posts, well, today I woke up on time, studied, I exercised, handled my responsibility, I controlled my temper, saved some money, and I drank water and minded my business and went to bed. That doesn't get viral views, does it? But do that for 5 years. Then eventually, everybody calls you successful. Success is often boring while you're building it and impressive after it's built. Consistency beats intensity. What do I mean? Some people live spiritually in bursts and sprints and and large expressions. They pray intensely when they're afraid. They offer a bow when there's a crisis. They study when initiation is approaching. They become disciplined when life is falling apart. Then, when things improve, they disappear, they fall off again. Intensity feels powerful, but consistency creates power. What you occasionally do intensely cannot compensate for what you do consistently. When we think of this, some breakthroughs require boring behavior. Everybody wants the secret. They want the secret to prosperity. But what is the secret to prosperity? Budget. What's the secret to knowledge? Study. What's the secret to my good relationship? Communication. What's the secret to building a great Ifa temple? Consistency. People become disappointed because they want something mystical. Everybody wants the Ifa secret because secrets are more exciting than discipline. Ifa doesn't only reveal mysteries. Ifa teaches us how to live. Here's what I want you to do. Build a routine that you can trust. Build a routine that your destiny can trust. Don't leave this sermon motivated. I don't want to motivate you. I want you to leave here reorganized. Choose 5 things. The Destiny 5. 1, Ori. What do I do every morning to align myself? Think of that. Pray, reflect, give yourself silence, and inject some intention. 2, body. What do I do repeatedly for my vessel that carries my destiny? Are you eating right? Are you working out? What are you doing? 3, what am I studying every day? What is your mental diet? What are you reading? What are you watching? Are you studying Ifa? Are you injecting those messages into your DNA? 4, responsibility. What must I accomplish today, whether I feel like it or not? Do you have responsibility? Are there things that you do that are just the right thing to do, regardless of what anybody says? You must keep those. And number 5, which is absolutely the most important, character. What behaviors am I correcting in myself? And when you think about that, this is your morning routine. I want everybody this week and moving forward, win the morning. Win the morning. Develop a morning routine that sets you up for the day. Use your morning routine as your daily reset. We do morning prayers every day. Begin with that. Be consistent on your Oshe Ifa. Begin with that. Think of it like this. There is a version of you that your Ori already knows. And that version of you is more disciplined, it's more peaceful, it's more knowledgeable, it's more financially responsible, more emotionally mature and dependable. And that you is more powerful. But you don't meet that person by wishing. You don't meet that person through pontification. You meet that person through repetition. The distance between who you are and who you're supposed to be become becomes may become hidden inside what you repeatedly do. Ifa doesn't exist simply to tell you what's coming. Ifa teaches you how to become the person you're capable of becoming and the person capable of carrying the destiny of greatness that was bestowed upon you. That's the bridge. When we think of this, what is your destiny? Don't come to Ifa only asking that question. Come to Ifa asking, what kind of person must I become to fulfill the destiny that I have? Ashe. So today, what did we learn? What did we talk about? One, you can't build a great life with a weak daily routine. Your destiny isn't only shaped by the big decisions everyone sees, it's being shaped by what you do repeatedly, what you do when nobody's watching. Your prayers may describe the life you want, but your habits reveal the life you're actually building. Ebo can open doors, or Re can guide you, and Ifa can reveal the road. But only you can walk it. Stop waiting for an extraordinary moment to transform your life, because destiny is built in the ordinary. In closing, I want you to ask 3 questions. I want you to type your responses in the chat. First question, what habit must I stop? Second question, what habit must I start? And the third and final question is, what habit must you become consistent with? Put those responses in the chat right now. And as we close, let's affirm these things together. 1, may my Ori guide my decisions. May my character protect my blessings. May discipline carry me when motivation disappears. May consistency turn ordinary days into an extraordinary life. May my actions become worthy of the destiny I have been asking for. When my opportunity finally arrives, may I meet a version of me that is ready. Everybody say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. So, I know someone came to your mind during this message. I want you to send them this link today. And if this sermon described exactly where your life is, sometimes you may need something more than just inspiration. You might need clarity. That's why we offer Ifa consultations. Please visit our website so we can cast Ifa. The website is at www.idinkaIfatemple.com. idinkaifatemple.com. If today's message spoke to you, I want you to type in the chat right now, I will build a routine my destiny can trust. Type that in the chat. Couple of announcements. Number 1, we did our Itadogun on the 5th of August. The Odu that we came up, that Ifa brought us, was Ogunda Meji. And in this, it came with the blessing of wealth, the blessing of Iraje. What did Ifa say? Ifa basically says that it will sweeten the lives of everyone in our temple. Obatala and Ifa will help us to progress quite a bit. Ifa says that we must be very careful with whom we help because we might help someone who will later bring too many problems. So be very careful, be very mindful of that. Ifa says that we should not fight or act impulsively, and we must have very good character. Ifa says that it is important for men to have lots of patience with their wife, as these coming days may be very strong and challenge their temper. Ifa says that we will all have a lot of joy and recognition if we can hold our temper, be calm, and move smoothly. All right, we'll be offering the abo this week. It's going to be offered if it hasn't already been offered. If you would like to make your contributions, you can make your contributions to 323-244-1133. That is where you can drop all monies, $40 per family or whatever you have. Also, if you have any donations to keep the temple going, you can send them to 323-244-1133. That is the Zelle account, and you can send them there. All right. Another announcement, November 9th to November 16th. Chief Shalagbede Popola and Babalawo Jose Rodriguez will be right here in McDonough, Georgia. So please, if you are interested, contact us. You can contact us at 323-244-1133. We're looking for temple members to help and assist us with cleaning, food preparation, logistics. We'll be doing Dafa. We'll do Ifa initiations or Share Ifa, and also Ifa talks. If you are interested in participating, please reach out. Also, if you have any additional locations where we can hold an Ifa talk or what have you, please reach out to us. If you are in McDonough or in the metro Atlanta area and you're interested in hosting Chief Popola for one of these speaking engagements, contact us once again at 323-244-1133. In closing, I want you to do this. Live wisely, build Ire, and leave a legacy. And with that, I say, Aboru, Aboye, Aboshishe, Aboato. We thank you so very much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.